Hey everyone, welcome to another LEGO fan video. I'm your host LEGO fan and I do fun LEGO videos. I have about 10 steps video as well as some cool Ben 10 videos. If you guys are new, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that sort of YouTube algorithm stuff, and with that out of the way, let's get started. So, last time we built this much of the ISS. We essentially started finishing up an arm of the ISS, and today we're going to finish this up, attach it to this, attach this to this, and then start up something new, which will be attaching to the entire structure altogether. A lot of stuff, a lot of connecting, essentially, today, so it's going to be probably a quick video, but you guys will know the time when I'm done with this. And so, let's get started. So, we left off with building this, which is, of course, going to attach to this, and so on and so forth. So, we are just going to flip this on its side, like this, and attach this piece. It is a half and half piece. It's half axle with the little X, and half hollow. So, with that being said, we're going to stick the axle part in the bottom of the little structure that we started building last time. Once you do it properly, it's going to end up looking, sorry, I also don't know why there's a little echo as well, looking like this. Okay? Then once you get that attached, we're going to go ahead and bring this back over, and this is going to attach on the other hole over here. In the end, it's going to end up looking like this. Okay, so the tag part is facing upwards. Okay, so now we have like this little arm piece of the ISS, essentially. So we're going to go ahead and attach it onto our big build that we have over here. And the way this is going to attach is it's going to attach like this. I'm just trying to figure out how. Oh, okay. So it's got the yellow axle is going to go underneath it. It's going to attach via this hanging off piece here. I'll show it when I'm done because I definitely explained that a little bit weird. Alright, so when you have it attached, it should look like this, okay? So you see it's sticking out a little bit over here. And over here we have the little yellow axle part. So this is what it's going to end up looking like. Now, before we go ahead and attach it to our big base over here, we're going to have to attach a few little pieces so that way it makes it even. So we're going to take a 2x4 with 3 holes in it, and our tried and true rounded 2x2 studded flat circle. And we're going to go ahead and flip this over to this side. And what we're going to do is essentially we're going to put this piece on top of the studded 2x2 like this. Okay? Once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and put it on like this through the axle. Of course, you're going to decide to disconnect. So it's going to end up looking like this. I believe this is just like a double secure sword situation. Make sure that this arm does not go anywhere. Because guess what we're going to do? We're going to bring over a big giant base. This is the first time I've ever seen Lego actually do this, where they actually make the base a part of the build. Usually it's just something extra, like the Stranger Things one that like the Stranger Things, where it just was like a display for the characters almost. But this one actually wants you to put it on the base. And we're going to flip it so that way it ends up looking like this. And put it on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put this on and I'll meet you guys on the other end. So when you attach it, it's going to end up looking like this. So the way it attaches is right here. You can see it right here. Being very careful right now. But you can see that it attaches via the white parts. And it attaches on the 1x2 that is in front of the grill. The arm should be facing forward towards the International Space Station sign. Okay, and it does not go all the way back. As you can see that there's a little hang off part. Just a tiny one. But enough to the point where it doesn't officially, like, you know, push all the way back. So this is what it's going to look like on the base itself. It's interesting how strong this is too, because you gotta assume that this is a lot of weight that's being put on just these weak little poles here. And we're gonna put this aside for the rest of the video. And we're gonna go ahead and start something new. It's kind of like a block engine almost, like you see in a lot of Lego cars. And it's gonna start by a base of a 2x4 with 3 holes. Just put that down. And then we're going to go ahead and take 2 rounded 1x2s. And 2 1x2s with the 1x2 going upwards. And we're going to put the rounded 1x2s on both ends of the 2x4. Of course, this is going vertically, of course, this is going horizontally, not vertically. My mistake. So 1 and 2. Just like that. And the remainder is going to be going like this in the center. So they're facing away from each other like this. So that way the 1x2 is hanging off. Alright. Once you get that out, we're going to take 4 of these pieces. They're raised 1x2s with a little axle hole in it. And, well, we're going to do what you do with any raised 1x2. Just put it vertically across the entire structure. Of course, some are going to be higher than others. Well, maybe not higher than others, but it will look like some are higher than others. They're all the same height. So we'll end up looking like this. Now, we're going to essentially take the same exact pieces as the ones before, only this time, we're not only going to have the rounded 1x2s, but rather than have the 1x2 going upwards, we're going to have them going down. Okay, so they look like this. And we're going to do the same exact thing as we did before. Only, of course, the piece is going down, not up. But either way, the rounded 1x2s go on the ends. And the 1x2s with the 1x2 hanging off is going to go in the center, facing outwards, like this. Okay? And of course, rounded 1x2s go on the ends. You can see that we're sort of building a brick, like I said. A very technical one at that, but a brick nonetheless. Alright, now we're just going to put a 2x4 with 3 holes right on top. Just like that. Now, we're going to we would originally finish right there, but I like finishing up the whole pages and not just like leave it off mid-page. And I usually like finishing mid. I don't like usually leaving builds like this out, but I'm gonna do it for this one. And we're just gonna finish up the pages. So we are gonna first take a rounded 1x2, like this. Sorry, it's a circle 1x2, studded circle 1x2. We're also gonna need this piece. I have no idea how to describe it. It's like a cylinder almost. It's a 1x1 cylinder. We're also going to need a 1x1 round flap with the little soda tap decal on it. I'm sorry if it's actually the logo. I apologize for that. We're also going to need the rounded 2x2 with the 1 stud. And we're going to put this aside for a little bit and build something separate. So using this piece as a base, we are going to go ahead and put this one on. Just like this. And then we're going to put this piece on. And this is all stacking. And then, of course, this piece goes on right afterwards. So it ends up looking like this. And this is going to attach right here. This is going to look very awkward for a little bit. And it's going to end up looking like this. Almost looks like a camera now. Now, we're going to continue on our stacking journey over here, building the brick. And we're going to go ahead and continue that by getting a raised 1x2 with 2 holes in it. And a raised 1x2 circle with ridges on it. This goes in the center, on the top. Just like that. And this goes on its right. So it should look like this. For our final step, we're going to just take these pieces. We first got a 1x2 with a gripper. And as one of its studs, that's a pretty unique piece, so I wouldn't recommend losing it. You'll very rarely come across them. You also are going to need a 1x2 with a bent pole. These are pretty common. They're getting rare in LEGO sets though. So we're going to put this in its front part, in the front part of the this piece here, with the gripper on its left, and then this piece goes in the back. And that's all we will be doing for today. I'll see you guys next time where we will be attaching this. And, well, we're going to be attaching it as well as doing something else, like attaching satellites it looks like, before going on to another sub build. And I'll see you guys then. So long.